In today's video, we're going to discuss a stock that is about to go crazy tomorrow and why y'all should keep it in your radar. We're also going to be looking at the overall markets to get you prepared, as always. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the SPY futures, and so far we're looking good. In the last video, I told you guys that we were going to bounce and that we were going to just go higher. And what I was happy to see was the resistance line holding, and that resistance, I would say the support line, which is right here. I was happy about that holding yesterday on Wednesday into the close. It might look a little bit better on the SPY futures itself. Hopefully the drawings are still there. Yes, they are. All right, so we hold that line and then we pushed up out the gates and then we closed in a very strong fashion. The next level to watch for, now that 450, now that 545 got taken out, the next level is 560, right up here. Okay, I think we're gonna continue to go higher. I'm not bearish at all, and I think we're gonna continue to climb. Let's check out the VIX real quick because the VIX is looking really good. The VIX is about to do this. Like, I drew this box a long time ago, warning you guys about how the market is gonna play games for weeks before we finally flush down, right? And I said that about maybe 2 weeks ago, somewhere around here, the 14th or the 13th of April. And now, looking at the daily chart, the market, the VIX, VIX is actually taking that turn down. So that gap is next right here at 22 bucks. I think that's going to get taken care of tomorrow. I definitely believe so. VXX looks even better. I really like how it's taking its sweet time, even though like the market is pushing up by like 2% whenever we're running, 2.5%. It's really good, right? So maybe when we have like a 4 or 5% day, then we might see a giant candle down on the VIX like that. All right, but for now, again, let's just take things day by day. The VIX is rolling over, which is great. The market is pumping, which is great. If you have calls, should have been getting paid all week. All right, you should have been getting paid all week. Now, the stock for tomorrow, the stock for this video, that stock is none other than Tesla. All right, now I want to share Tesla with y'all once again. I told you guys about this one yesterday. I did. All right, now the reason why I want to share it again is because this level held 450, and today we had a pretty solid day. Now, I told y'all about the earnings call, about how Elon is deciding to spend more time at Tesla, right, rather than focusing more on the government. The market liked it. We pushed up here and then we held. And then I also warned you guys a very strong resistance level right at 160 right here. And I also told y'all that I really wanted to take a trade on Tesla yesterday. I told y'all that. If you missed it, I'm gonna pin it at the top of this video. That way you can go watch it. Now, the reason why I think this thing is going to go crazy tomorrow is because of, well, that's 2 reasons already. The third reason is this, which I didn't mention in yesterday's video. The third reason is from here. Is from there. All right, this line, at least the price section above the line, is a lot better than what we've seen with the SPY. It's a lot cleaner. Like, we can see the buyers really step in on the line, and even today pre-market, they really stepped in on the line, right? We can see that. So we have that bullish triangle, and then next is, we're gonna zoom in intraday, and then we're gonna look at, this is what I was waiting for. Again, I wanted to take a day trade on it, but it turned out to be a swing trade because the structure that I wanted to see broke out in a very last minute, like in the final minute. There is an ascending triangle on the chart right there, and then the appropriate entry is literally in this candle, like 7 to 6 minutes before the market closed. This was supposed to be the perfect entry for a swing long, because that resistance of 260 was definitely going to get broken. And right now you can see we are already at 265. So for tomorrow, this thing is going to jump to 270, and then it's going to try to go forth and move right here at exactly 277, because that's where the next short sellers are located. So keep Tesla on your radar for a massive move to the long side. All right, now let me share with you guys the trade that I took yesterday. So with yesterday, I shared with you guys a bunch of things like IWM. I shared with you a coin. I shared with you my trade with coin. All right, after I sold coin right here at 917 when it was chopping, at the close, 3 minutes after the close, I decided to buy Goldman Sachs because the price target that I really have on that one is like 600, right? And the fact that it faded down like that made the contracts even cheaper again after the initial pump. So I bought calls on there, and then today I thought it would go all the way up to 555 today, but instead it only got to like, at least I held all the way until it got to 540, and then it started to roll over. That's when I got out of that contract, out of those contracts for Goldman Sachs. And then I ended up doing nothing throughout the remainder of the day, and I waited all the way until I saw Tesla right here. All right, the appropriate entry right there, this is what I mentioned, 258. So I do have calls for tomorrow on Tesla, and my price target I put in here 274. Realistically it's supposed to be 277 when I look at it again. But yeah, watch Tesla for a big push upwards. All of you should have had calls on it because I did warn you yesterday. I told you I was gonna get it, and I told you why I was gonna get it and what I was looking for to make sure that I got it. So everybody should be in this one, everyone. All right, now let's do an update on Google. And congrats to all of the gamblers who decided to take a swing on this one long through earnings. I warned you guys. Again, the line that I drew for y'all before the reaction is happening perfectly in its own time. I didn't know the numbers. I didn't know their guidance. I didn't know any fundamental numbers about the company itself. I just went off the chart, just like I did with BA, right? Left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. And I'm saying this now because some of you have been asking in the comment section, do you have any other reason why you thought it was going to go up? The answer is no, not really, no. It's just the structure that I see here. And in combination with every other structure in the market, especially in the tech sector, that's why I thought it was going to go higher. It's almost like the indices, IWM, all of the tech stocks were all having the same bullish structure. They all did not yet reach their destination. They still have ways to go, but it was all setting up for this earnings beat on this $2 trillion company. All right, so the move up here does not surprise me at all. I told you all yesterday 170. Right now it's at 167. Again, if you bought calls, if you gambled, congrats, you're about to get paid. But I do think it's gonna get to exactly 172 tomorrow by like noonish. All right, by noonish. Now we got time for one more stock. Let's check out, let me go on the 1 minute, and then we're gonna look at Goldman Sachs real quick. Yeah, so Goldman Sachs, again, I sold this one a little too early right here. I watched it run, sadly. And then if you have calls on Goldman Sachs, this is what my analysis is right here. So it's still clean. It's still very clean. And hopefully all of the ascending triangles in the market behave very, very well. And that regardless of what you chose, you should be getting paid. The price target is indeed 600. And I'm not changing my mind until the structure fails. That's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 8 p.m. Central Time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow my social media at Paul and Goodman at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks for the Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.